It's a near perfect 4-0 start on a day where Brock Purdy has a near perfect performance. He was 20 of 21 for 283 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions. And I do think that right now it's important to let you know that Brock Purdy hasn't thrown an interception in 4 weeks of football here. I mean, he is just making the right choice. He's keeping the 49ers on schedule. I think they only saw 5 third downs yesterday, Larry. That's a ridiculous number for how much they had the ball and how crisp the offense was moving. I mean, they were first and second downing the Arizona Cardinals to death. And it wasn't
all underneath either, Damon. He took shots down the field. He took several shots down the field, and he connected.
You know what the biggest play of the game was?
What's that?
Arizona comes out third quarter, scores a touchdown, failed 2-point conversion. So the Niners got the ball back, and now this is the teeter-totter in the game. This is, you're kind of going back to level here, and the 49ers are either going to score and go back up on the teeter-totter, or now they're going to go 3 and out. Arizona gets Uncle Momentum on its side by taking a lead of a game they look dead in the water in. I mean, it could have gone another way. The biggest play of the game, Larry, I thought was when Purdy came out and on first down play action to Ayuk for 34 yards right after the Cardinals cut into that lead. And it was Kyle Shanahan just basically telling everyone on the team, in the huddle and in the stands, calm down. Just calm down. What we're going to do is stay aggressive. I've got a quarterback who's red hot that I believe in. I can run Brandon Ayuk wide open on any football field in America, and I'm going to do it with a little play action. I'm going to do it right here, and we're going to flip the field on the first play of the biggest momentum drive of the game. And I just thought that was the one moment where Levi's got a little tight and then exhaled, saying, all right, we're still in control of this. Give Arizona credit. They've gotten closer. They haven't rolled over to die, but we're still in control of this game. And I just thought it got all the momentum back on the 49ers side and all the swagger and all the belief that we got this. And that to me was the biggest offensive play of the game in a game that was full of big offensive plays for the Niners.
Yeah, I agree. Deep corner route, first play of the drive, 34 yards. It was 1st and 10 from the Niner 25. He finds Ayuk on the deep corner for 34, and all of a sudden the 49ers are on the other side of the 50 and rolling downhill to another score to make it 28-16. Now, you're spot on that one, and you could feel the nervousness in the crowd, and then you could feel, we're just going to keep scoring. It's just going to be that kind of a day. I thought that play stood out. I'll tell you the other play that I thought really stood out to me, and it was earlier in the game. It was on the 49ers' second drive, and they got to 3rd and 4 at the Cardinal 39, and CMC got stuffed by Ezekiel Turner for no gain on 3rd and 4. And I'm thinking to myself, is Kyle going to try to kick the field goal? Some years we've seen them actually punt from this spot. They got a kicker now who can make it. Instead, he's like, no, I'm gonna go Purdy, 9-yard pass to Kittle. And it seems like, and that was Kittle's only catch, right? Wasn't that his only catch?
Yeah.
Did he only have one catch?
And,
he goes to Kittle for 9 yards. Suddenly they're on the 30. Then he goes to CMC for another 12 yards. And then that was the play before, or 2 plays before Purdy to CMC hurdled Keitrell Clark for the 18-yard. It was actually a run. It looked like a pass, but it was a run because he threw it to him behind the line of scrimmage, and that made it 14-0. But yeah, it was two. The play there that you're describing was a momentum shifter, and it was the one that's kind of said, you know what, the Cardinals got a long score, but the Cardinals can't stop this offense, and it just kind of sent the message that, you know what, there will be no big comeback. There'll be no huge late third, early fourth quarter collapse. That's not the way this is going down. And I loved it because the Niners have had games under Shanahan where they just have not been able to step on their opponent's throat and just say, that's it, we're going for the jugular. Stephen Pryor jumps in with joining late, but what are your thoughts about only having 10 on the field for the 2-point conversion? Oddly disorganized. I thought we need more cornerback support. I didn't even notice that.
I wrote down 4 things that I didn't like. Having 10 men on the field is one of them. That's an indefensible position. Let's not pretend that there's any excuse to be made. The good news
still stopped him.
Is they still stopped him with 10 men on the field.
Thank you, Oren Burks. Thank you, Hufanga. Right.
By the way, Oren Burks was ornery Burks yesterday. He was fired up out there. He had one of his more physical, just scrappy games that he's had since putting on a Niners uniform.
Seriously, I got to talk to him this week because I talked to him last week. It's almost like he's a split personality. When you talk to him in the locker room, he's just warm, kind-hearted, underspoken, kind of quiet, respectful. On the field, he's a bad man.